I did do a little bit of leveling off camera, so, and we'll go over what I did real quick. So apparently there's a way you can level. Yeah, I think it's very specific the way you do it. And you can level in 1 to 20 in 7 hours. We'll have to try that one day. Do a 7-hour stream. So as soon as you get done with the beginning parts and you get to the harbor, talk to him. He's going to have you come in, talk to him, go in, do the quest. You got to go back, talk to him, and then you come over here and you talk to him twice and do the 2 quests here. And then you're done. And then I immediately came up and did this quest. I skipped this one, which is the Smuggler's Warehouse. And then this is the one that you do on all difficulties. So you're going to do it on Reaper 1, Elite, Hard. You can do it on Hard twice if you want to, and then Normal, and then do it Casual. The XP is really, really good right there. I skipped to this one. And then I run over here. So from level 4 to level 5, you should be on that one side. Do this quest. Come up here. Do the library. The Butcher's Path. And then when you're done with that, come over here, run this one. And then you got 2 more left actually here. Go and run this dungeon. And then there is one right here to run. Now, if you're looking to get your favor maxed out real quick, run this one and this one. It's only going to give you about 500 XP. It's not that much, so I skipped them. But you're going to shoot down to do this dungeon. You got to go up there. There's a guy at the bar. Talk to him. He'll give you a quest. Run in here and go do that. Then I went from doing that to talk to her, which I forgot to turn in, and then come down here and talk to these guys. When you talk to these guys, you can run right down here. There's a lot of extra stuff in here from last time I was here. Go out to the hills, hit the dungeons out there, do one big loop, come back, turn them all in, and you'll have one left, which is back in the harbor. Running all the way across again. Into the haunted house. Or the witch's house, whatever it is. to run in here. Do the quest there, and you're done in the harbor. As far as I know, there might be some extra stuff added. I don't know. I don't have a lot of the new stuff, so I don't keep up with the packs and stuff for this game. This is a pay to win game. So what do I mean by that? If you are a VIP, so let's click on that, become a VIP. What you get for being a VIP is your XP goes up. You get benefits. You get 500 uh, turbine points, store points, to come in to buy things like so if I was wanting to go and be a dwarf, but I didn't want to play as a dwarf, you could do 3 of these for 2,985 coins. And if you're a VIP, you get 500 of those. You can come in here and buy uh, the DDO points. But if you're a VIP, you can just let them go for a few months and build up to where you can get what you want. Um, Sometimes they have certain things for twice a year. There's auto boxes that give you 200,000 XP points. Basically, you can level from level 10 to level 20 pretty quick and things like that. You can go in here and buy some packs, some adventure packs, astral shards, shared bank space. You can come in and use those points for a lot of different things. Uh, XP boosts. Um, I would not do any of the gear in here. Um, the tools, yeah, some of it, like Bell of Opening, is really good, especially if you're not playing a lockpick. Uh, but like your ammo, your armor, I would not buy in the store. You can make yourself better in the game. Um, there is a bunch of stuff in here that you can use and utilize. Um, you can come in here and buy golden sealed hirelings, which means you can have a regular hireling, a gold sealed hireling, and an account bound hireling. So you can have 3 different, uh, and uh, these are better than the ones you buy in the game for coin. So, and then there's seasonal items, like if you're needing for special events, you can come in and buy certain things, like your frozen keys for the that stuff, the Night Revels stuff. You can go through and buy these keys. Uh, yeah, so if you become a VIP, you get special. Here's all the benefits. Let's come on. Uh, you get an XP boost, free dice rolls, DDO points. saga skips, test your skills, move faster, more characters, more storage, monster manuals free. Uh, you get quite a bit more, and they're doing a loyalty thing for 1 and 2 years. So for your first year, this is what you'll get. Uh, for 12 months, if you stay a loyal member, you get bonus stuff. So um, they just started this apparently. It may have been going on for a year or something, but um, it's basically everybody pays for the XP boost, and your uh, character's speed moves faster, so you're able to go to everywhere faster and do things better. But it is free to play, but to really get the benefit of the game and not struggle, you're gonna need to pay for a year or two at least. Um, and you can reincarnate your characters. Uh, there's just a lot of stuff you can do. Uh, and what do I mean by reincarnate? So these are epic past lives I have done. So you get those for completing past lives. And it tells you how many times you've acquired it down at the bottom after toggled ability. It says acquired 3 times. Enchanted weapon 3 times. Double strike 3 times. Brace. I've only acquired that once. Uh, the dual two-handed fighting got acquired 3 times. So you can only acquire them 3 times. You can't just stack and stack and stack and stack. Same thing with your past lives. Artificer, I have ran once with this guy. Cleric, I've done 3 times. Favored Soul, I've done once. Fighter, once. Monk, 3 times. And then a Wizard once. Now, you get special perks for doing this. Whenever you do this, you get a. Each time you acquire this feat, you gain a +1 to damage rolls. Uh, this feat can be stacked up to 3 times. So my uh, my attacks get a +3 extra damage. Uh, Fighter past life. Uh, each time you acquire this feat, you gain a +1 to attack rolls and +1 to DCs of your tactical feats. This can stack up to 3 times. So, yeah, go through, read these. You can find them on the wiki uh, and stuff like that. And if you do your iconic past lives, you start acquiring things like Purple Dragon Knight. I've only done this once, uh, but you get +3 physical resistance rating per stack of this life feat. And you click this around your group, and everybody runs a little bit faster for a few seconds. So then you got your racial past lives, is which I'm working on. Um, like I've done the half elf 3 times, I've done human 3 times. Um, Amershot, Ajamar, I don't know how to pronounce some of these names. Uh, I've done that twice. Dragonborn once. Drow elf once. Now, the reason I stopped doing this is because I was told half elf counts as the same, but I don't know. So that's where I was starting to get confused. So I just stopped with the elf stuff. Um, So that's how you can go through and see what you need to reincarnate as. Um, some races are you have to buy, or they come with VIP. So there is that. Um, I need to go get that. Uh, you start out with 3 backspaces. Then you go through and buy more. Oh, okay. Um, find somebody that's experienced in the game and see if they'll help you run stuff uh, in the game. But I got to find that list of what dungeons to run and at what pace, and what we can go through and get done in 7 hours. And I may do a 7 hour marathon type thing for a Sunday and see if we can't get it done. Now, if you solo, this would be a good thing for you to get in the habit of doing. Pop your hirelings. Um, keep them at the beginning. And, yep, there's fixing to be a cat and dog fight. And,
cascades of putrid water rush through these echoing tunnels. The kobolds have devised a truly clever plan.
just leave them up there unless you are getting hammered. If you're getting hammered, I wouldn't bring them out. And what I mean by hammered is you are fixing to die, and in a panic, you bring them out to try to get you stabilized.
Levers on the wall might be used to lower this half of the bridge. Lowering the second half may require a short swim.
Well, that's not good. I thought my jump was better than that. There we go. Do that. Come kill him. You do not have to lower this bridge to get across. You can use a jump spell, swim across, jump up. But I'm showing you where everything is over here. So, because, see, but if you are a solo player and you are new in this game, it's going to be rough on you. Uh, if your build isn't really good from the get go, uh, it's going to be rough, especially if you don't have anybody to play with. Um, there is people always is queuing. Like they have Borderlands, they have um, all kinds of dungeon running going on. So if you see this, that means you do not have that dungeon. You have to buy it. So that's what that means. But
A rune-locked door can be seen ahead.
intelligence is
Thieving
too
players
low.
often use these to secure their secrets.
So we bring her up and we have her hit it because she's a cleric. Yes, I'm a
Focus on
cleric,
the
but
three ceilings up ahead.
I'm a
A large widow spider could have created these.
I'm a cleric monk, and mine is in Dex, not intelligence. So, and this is just extra to this dungeon. You don't need to do this. For a speed run, you wouldn't even be in here on Reaper. So, but if all you're trying to do is racials, not epics and iconics and all that stuff, um, she's not here. All right. I guess I already did that.
Before you lies a dark and stagnant pool of water. It appears to be the safest place to leap.
As the troglodyte leader lies
Hey,
low,
gained a
the
level.
magic barrier's strength seems to bleed away.
That does magic. That returns a little bit of your magic. So you got a pot that can do that for you. Those are actually pretty handy. And now I wanted to say we go up here, but I don't think that's right. guess that is right. Um, and this is something you can do. You can hold your level until you max out a second time. So basically, when you get to a certain rank, which I think it's rank 30, when you get about halfway through that rank, you need to go level up. So you stay at that level for a while, and instead of leveling up every time. One, it will save you some trips. Two, it will save you from uh, not being able to get into certain dungeons because you're over that area. So, like, we're running level threes. Technically, I can take six, I think. We'll see. If I miss out, I miss out. I ain't worried about it. Cleric is all the way over here. So, one, two, three. And then we are going to do that. I gotta double check this build real quick. Critical strike. See, we have weapon focus there. It's all ranged. Skill. Spell. Halfway tempted to take that. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to take Die Hard. That's a little awkward for Cleric to take, but we're going to be taking Monk at level 10. So that's kind of where we're at. Oh, and my gear changed. Well, you guys. Um, we got the Goggles of Time Sense. Basically, this gives you haste. It's a clicky. You got Bottle of Sunlight. It's a clicky for Good Hope. Um, we're running the Crown of Fireflies. Uh, I gotta find a better chest piece, but it's a cloth. Spring of Woods. Uh, Summer Court. Bone Dusk Ring. Adds to your basically this makes it where your sword become where it can hit wraiths and stuff like that. Um, Thorn boots. The only reason I'm wearing these is because it gives it helps my spells out a little bit. Um, this ring is going to be pretty much. I've got all the levels of them. This ring is pretty much what we're going to be wearing because of the water breathing, and every one of the rings have feather fall on them. So, Ram's Might, and then Cloak of Summer. And then our trinket is Voice of the Master, which improves our experience intake. So, uh, and the sword is, sorry, Flame Salt Sword, Long Sword. It does frost damage. It can freeze your targets. I put Ruby of Ghostbane in, so I don't have to worry about if somebody's a ghost or not. I still hit them. And then I used the Hexbark Buckler because it gives immunity to slippery surfaces. Um, this comes out of Fey, Feywild stuff. So, um, so we're level 6. Gonna go in. Yeah, I think you can be up to level 7, maybe. Not quite sure about that one. But I always turn him on passive, where he doesn't do anything, because he's just here to buff you at the beginning, and that's it. Give you some buffs. The one you're really going to be using is the actual hireling. Now you can bring Frogo along if you have him, um, because he can be a lock pick. You don't get another lock pick until level 8, but I don't have that one because I don't have that pack. So, um, so there is that.
Desiccated corpses line the walls and hang from the ceiling. Dead
And I can keep
citizens
myself healed a little bit, so I'm good when it comes to the traps and stuff. And everybody tells me I got to keep doing this. Go through and destroy everything. So now to make sure you don't get poisoned, you can do this a different way. It just takes a little longer. Pop on your throwing weapons and do that. This way you don't get the poison on you. Uh, and the reason I think this takes longer is because I'm used to a alchemist and a fire sork. One spell would clear out most of these boxes, no problem. So to me, this takes forever to clear out this way.
Two signal crystals rest on either side of the metal door.
Uh, there we go. You're supposed to destroy as many eggs, I think. Yeah. So that was fun. Where was the other one? I don't remember. Where was the other one? Oh, it's because I don't know what I'm doing. There we go.
Platforms line the rim of a deep shaft descending into
See
the
it?
unknown.
Yeah. They'll drop down on you. Uh, I know a lot of people that have had problems with my builds. I'm not good at this game, so there's a lot to it, and there's just a lot I just don't pay attention to, and that's the reason the builds aren't as good as everybody else's. So there is that. If you know where the traps are, it's easy to dodge them. Like there's a flame jet fixing to pop out. Just jump over it. Just as if you were doing it normally. I don't remember how many eggs are actually in here. Oh, we just decided to run right into it. So there's that one. Oh, that one's there. Guys, I haven't played in a year and a half, so forgive me. We're not going to kill everything. There's those. There's the lever. Okay.
signal crystal is set in the wall. Perhaps it is tied to a door somewhere.
Alright. I think that's all I can do. I got that crystal. Okay.
Though there appears to be a way through the spikes, the high ground seems safer.
That wall over there has the thing for the uh, traps. Your trap box is over there. No remnant. And yeah, I got in trouble one time. I made a video, and a dude wouldn't leave me alone for a little bit about a remnant I left on the ground. Yay. See, I'm breaking things occasionally. Alright. There's that. So I figured we'd go on a dungeon run and have a little chat and get you guys caught up.
Thicker, as if a more potent silk were being spun by the spiders. Red Fang must be near.
There is a troll room right here, but my spot check's not good enough. So we're going to skip it.
Chittering noises of alarm rise
Red
around
Fang.
and reach the heart of Red Fang's lair. Red Fang collapses in a heap, twitching and hissing as life ebbs from its body.
Now, some guys will just take the Red Fang stuff here and don't worry about treasure in here and just leave. Because there's 4 eggs or 3 eggs up here. They don't feel like messing with it. So uh, so we're on 3s. The solos we didn't do. Yeah, the stealthy. Yeah, we're not doing that. Smuggler's house we're not doing. So we're on 3s. What sleeps below? Salt marsh. Salt marsh. So we're going to the salt marsh. I could pop that, but I want to show you guys where it's at. Unless they moved it. If they moved it, we will have to pop that. So if I remember correctly, Salt Marsh, it's the same place. Nope, that's Three Barrel Cove. Oh yeah, Salt Marsh is in here, if I remember correctly. Salt Marsh, right here. Yay. I'm not completely out of it. Um, you can solo these. You can have YouTube videos of these up to help you with the dungeons, to teach you how to do these quickly. Uh, you get some pretty good gear out of here for the level, and definitely worth doing. So, but we're gonna call it here because I gotta go cook. You guys have a good day.